Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to wish you a very happy new year 2020. Today I want to share with you how you can decorate your apartment by using pictures from your own life in a way that creates an atmosphere that is uplifting, motivating, and energizing, while at the same time not spending too much money or time. And the way that I've done it is by getting my prints online and also getting cheap picture frames from IKEA and also using picture strips from 3M. Before I continue, in case you're new to this channel, I make videos on career change, and also motivation. Lately, I've been spending an awful lot of time working on my YouTube channel and also my new blog, multiplecareers.com, working at home, and I've become increasingly more aware of how the colors and the decoration, shapes, and sometimes even smells have this subtle impact on mood and motivation. And I started to pay more attention to the things that were visible in my apartment, the colors, the decoration. So I decided that I wanted to redesign my apartment in a small way, in a way that would help to get me in the right working mindset faster, but at the same time I didn't want to spend too much time or too much money on it. And one of the things that I did that was most fun was to put up pictures. And the pictures that I put up were those kind of pictures that when I looked at them would make me either feel happy, energetic, motivated, or inspired. So these pictures that I put up were pictures that had a story and that would remind me of a very specific time where I either worked very hard on something, or I achieved something that I was really proud of, or something that was just really fun and that I enjoyed, and whenever I looked at them would put me in a really good mood. I must confess that actually I've been wanting to put up pictures for a very long time, for almost a year, but I've been postponing it for several times because I simply dreaded the thought of going through that process of having to sort through my photos, getting them printed, and then looking for suitable frames and drilling nails into the walls. And now I want to share with you the simple, hassle-free steps of how I finally put up my pictures. The first step was to choose the pictures to print. Easier said than done. If you have a library worth 10, 15, or even 20 years of pictures, then it can really be a pain to sort through those and to choose which pictures you want to print. So what I did was this. On one day, I took an hour to scan through all my pictures on my computer. But a very important thing that you have to do before you start sorting any pictures is to come up with a criteria. Because if you don't have a clear criteria on how you want to select your pictures, then believe me, you will get stuck and you will end up with maybe 300-400 pictures. So the criteria that I decided on was not good picture quality or proportions or composition, or that the picture was artistic or beautiful. But my criteria was that when I looked at the picture, I had to instantly feel either fun, motivated, energetic, or proud. So I kept these criteria in mind while sorting through the pictures, and I eventually got to 30 pictures. And the next step was to order my prints. And because I was really lazy to go even to a Walmart or a Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever to get my prints done, I decided to order my prints online from the comfort of my home. I simply went to the website of Black's Photo here in Canada. If you're in the States, then you might have other providers, and I ordered my prints there for 35 cents each. I got 30 prints in total. And the next thing that I did was to get 8 picture frames from IKEA, and I simply went for the cheapest one and those that served my purpose. I went for this frame called IKEA Fiskebo, and they only cost me $2.50 per frame. And the reason I got these were not only cost considerations, but also because I wanted them to be lightweight, because my plan was to use 3M picture strips to hang them and not nails. So I wanted to make sure that these picture frames were really light so that these 3M strips would be able to bear the weight of these frames. My prints arrived within several days. I started installing them into the frames and putting up the pictures. And here are a few that I put up already. Here in the kitchen area, you see that I stuck to the theme of food. So here's a picture of the food that I had at a brunch together with my family when we were on a family trip in Japan together. And here next to it, you see the venue where I had my wedding reception at. It was in an Italian restaurant, and this was in the evening before the party started. This was a really nice memory. So whenever I would cook, I could look at it and I could just absorb the atmosphere, and that would take me back to the evening of the party. Moving on to the bathroom, yes, even here I wanted to put up some pictures. I would frequently have baths in the winter, and I really enjoy that now I have these pictures of a view of a beach and this coconut over here. So while I'm taking a bath, I can stare at these pictures. And the picture next to it is a lampion at an okonomiyaki stand in Osaka. And when I look at it, it reminds me of the vendor selling the okonomiyakis, and he was this very energetic and lively person. So whenever I look at this lampion, somehow it makes me laugh. So it's kind of a strange connection, but that is actually what's really important for you to think about when selecting these pictures. It's not really just about the beauty of the picture or the composition, but I think it's more about what kind of mood do you get into when you look at the picture. And also, I recently got this couch. I like to spend a lot of time here reading, and I also brainstorm a lot of new ideas for my YouTube videos. And I wanted to be able to sit here while looking at pictures that would put me into a mood that is motivating and energizing. So I decided that I wanted to put some pictures up there from the time where my first feature film that I produced and that I acted in got into an international film festival, which was the Osaka Asian Film Festival. That was the first time that I was at a film festival, not just watching a film, but actually signing autographs. So that was a really memorable experience. And since I haven't put up those pictures yet, we can do this together now, and I'm going to show you how. So here's how to do it. These are IKEA Fiskbo frames, and they are very light. These are for pictures measuring 5 times 7 inches. It's really easy. You can use a metal ruler or a pair of scissors to lift these here. What you need to do is to peel off this layer on both sides. I've already picked my pictures over here. It was really hard to decide, but I printed out 30 so I can always switch them out later on. So these are the 3M strips. Take a pair here and then stick them together. Then remove one side of the liner and then stick it on the middle of the frame. So 3M actually has specific recommendations on which picture strips you use for which weight of frames and how many pairs to use. So these cost me almost $11 for 16 pairs. And 3M would normally recommend me to use at least 2 pairs, but I just tried to use 1 pair of strips because these frames are really lightweight and it worked fine for these frames. I want to put up these 3 frames on this wall. Then take your frame and simply peel off the other liner and then stick it on the wall. But before you do, make sure that you really know where you want to put your pictures up because although it's easy to remove the picture strips, you won't be able to reuse them. So that's it. That was very easy and fast. The good thing about using these picture strips is that they don't damage the walls. So in future, it's really easy if you want to take them off and move them to another place, and they won't leave any holes in the wall. And this is the end result. I'm really happy about the way that it looks. It might seem like a minor thing, but it does have quite an impact on me because now anywhere that I turn to in my apartment, I will see an image of something that is memorable to me and that will make me feel more energized and more motivated because I am reminded of something that I did in the past that was either really fun or really challenging or that I was simply just happy about. And for me, it's much more meaningful to have something from my own personal life on the wall instead of some random motivational quote that has nothing to do with me, which might be really inspiring, but with which I might not really connect. I hope that this video was useful to you and that you might be inspired, in case you haven't done it yet, to finally print out those pictures and put them on those walls. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to continue to get more videos from me on the topic of career change, and motivation, then you might want to consider subscribing and also hit the little notification bell so that YouTube will actually notify you if there are new videos from me. As always, thank you so much for watching. It was great to have you around. I wish you a great day and also an awesome year 2020 ahead, and I hope to catch you again soon.